Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good evening. Okay. Welcome to the admissions webinar brought to you by SZABIST. Today we will be discussing about the bachelor's program in computer science at SZABIST. But before going about the bachelor's program, let me first briefly introduce you about SZABIST. So SZABIST started in 1995 with its first campus in Karachi. And last year, we celebrated the Silver Jubilee anniversary. Today, SZABIST comprises of 6 campuses, which are located in Karachi, Hyderabad, Larkana, Islamabad, Dubai, and the upcoming Gharo campus. And it has a student population of over 12,000 students. Now, SZABIST has awarded degrees to over 14,500 talented graduates. And currently, it is offering 8 different programs like management sciences, computer sciences, media sciences, social sciences, mechatronic engineering, education, life sciences, and law. So this was a brief review about SZABIST. Now about the computer science program in SZABIST. So the BS Computer Science is one of the most sought after program in computer science in SZABIST in Pakistan. Now this program is of 4 years and it is an accredited program by NCAC, the National Computing Education and Accreditation Council. Now, if you do your bachelor's from SZABIST, then you have a wide choice of disciplines. You are allowed to choose your electives from as early as 2nd year, and you have a wide variety of disciplines to choose from. So we will be discussing about all these aspects of bachelor's program. But before we continue about the bachelor's program, let me briefly introduce you to myself, the host for today's program. So I'm your host, Dr. Husnain, and I have been associated with SZABIST for the last 10 years in the computer science department. I usually teach courses related to networking and security. Now we have with us Madam Faria Jameel. So I will first hand over to Madam Faria Jameel to introduce for introduction.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you, Dr. Hussain. I am Faria Jameel. I am the program manager for first 2 years of Bachelor's of Computer Science at SZABIST. And I have been associated with SZABIST for the past almost 10 years. And before that, I was working as a visiting faculty at SZABIST. I have done my master's from SZABIST in software engineering. And right now, currently, I'm doing my PhD. And I have been looking after IEEE and ACM as well. We have arranged the biggest event of SZABIST, that is 𝗙𝗍𝗍 in the past few years. And we all work as a team, and we also look after all the student activities of the undergraduate students at SZABIST.
Okay, so before we continue, let me tell you about what the seminar will cover tonight. So tonight's seminar, we will discuss the program details about the bachelor's program at SZABIST, then the eligibility criteria, then the career growth paths, then also we'll be discussing about why you should choose SZABIST, its fee structure, the financial support that SZABIST provides, scholarships, etc., and how our alumni are performing currently. So we will try to cover as much in the time limit that we have been allotted. So let's first start with the basic details about the computer science program. So the first question that I will like to ask is that, can you please briefly describe the BS computer science program structure?
Okay, so BSCS is the second largest and second most popular program at SZABIST, and it's a 4-year program, and it has it's a There are 40 courses in the BSCS program, 4-year program, and 40 courses, and total 130 credit hours are required to be completed to get the degree. And it is accredited by the NCEAC, and we have received a top ranking by NCEAC and HEC as well.
Okay. So I think the first and the most important point was that there are around 40 courses in the bachelor's program, and you have to complete 130 credit hours.
Right.
So the next important question will be that what is the choice and availability of electives?
Okay, so for the during the first 2 years, the students are given the choice for university electives, and those are the general courses from like they should have an idea about the general courses that will be useful for them in their professional lives. For example, the psychology, sociology, and management principles. And then in the last 2 years, they are given the option of choosing the CS electives, which helps them in choosing their majors, because the last 2 years are very crucial because the courses are then focused towards their area of specialization. So in the 3rd and 4th year, the students are given choice of electives, and they have to select the area, and on the basis of those electives, they actually plan for their final year project, which is the main part of their degree. And on the basis of their final year project, most of the students get their jobs in their professional lives.
Okay, you just talked about majors. So what are the majors that SZABIST offers?
The degree, the majors, the main degrees that SZABIST is offering is the main degree is BSCS, and we are offering, we are going to start BS in Artificial Intelligence from 2021. So these will be the 2 undergraduate degrees that we will be offering now. And the basic courses, the fundamental courses will be same, but then they will be streamlined as they move forward in the 3rd and 4th year. So, but in BSCS, when they are graduating in BSCS, then too they have a wide variety of electives in the 3rd and 4th year from which they can choose their majors.
Okay, so as per my understanding, students select their majors by selecting their electives. So
Yes.
we have a wide range of electives. So can you
Yes.
describe how should they select the electives like web development, or for example, if somebody wants to go into networking, he should select electives related to networking. So when is the choice available, and how should one decide?
Actually, the students go to the teachers. Usually the teachers counsel them a lot. Our senior faculty and advisors, they do counsel the students, and based on their interests during the first 2 years, the teachers also guide them which area they should go for. And then there are certain students who are very clear about their choices from the very beginning, or when they are done with their first year or second year. Some students have very clear choices, but then there are also some students who are not clear and who want help and advice from the faculty and from their seniors. So they do go to the teachers as for taking advices, and then they decide which courses they should go for. If they cannot decide it by themselves, then they do take advice from their teachers.
Okay. So what is the total duration of the program and the maximum time in which the degree has to be completed?
The maximum time, the maximum duration as allowed by HEC is, I think, 7 years. So the maximum time for completing the degree is 7 years. And the minimum time is, of course, 4 years. So if the student is completing all the courses, clearing all the courses in each semester, so they can complete the degree in 4 years. But due to any reason, if they can't do that, then they can complete in 7 years.
Okay. So let me recap a little bit. So first of all, that means that we have 40 courses with 130 credit hours. And the minimum time or the duration of the degree is 4 years. That means 10 courses per year for 40 courses. The credit hours may vary a bit. So almost 30 plus credit hours each year.
Right.
Okay, now questions related to admissions. So how do we help students who are from non-CS or mathematics background? For example, if somebody is coming from A levels and he hasn't done advanced math, or if somebody is coming from inter background but he hasn't done pre-engineering. So what is the route for them?
We do have an option of deficiency courses. The teachers of the first semester, they evaluate the students who are coming from non-mathematical background, coming from pre-medical or commerce or other areas. So they evaluate them, and if there is a need, we offer deficiency courses for maths. So they can do that basic course, and that is of 0 credit hours. So the credit hours are not counted. That course is not counted towards their CGPA as well. So that is basically a course added to the curriculum to enhance their mathematical skills. And then in the course, in the curriculum as well, in the first year and second year, especially in the first semester and second semester, we have specialized mathematics courses and English language courses as well, which help all the students to come at par with all the other students coming from different backgrounds.
Since currently, due to the pandemic, most of the classes are online. So I have a question about the online classes. That how is SZABIST coping with the semester and online class procedure?
We have developed a system. All the classes are being held on Google Classroom, Google Meet. So all the assignments and everything is managed in the Google Classroom. And initially, there was last year when the pandemic had started, we were struggling to come to the same tool that we all should be using. So now we all are using Google Classroom and Google Meet, and the students are trained to use that. And the assignments and the marks and everything is organized there in the classroom. And the schedule is maintained according to the slots available and the students' availability. And so we are trying to not to waste students' time.
Okay, and a question related to the pandemic, that is SZABIST looking into the factors of psychological development and the mental stress related issues?
Yes.
Since students are studying at home currently.
We do have an option of, we do have a counselor as well at SZABIST. And if we feel that if the students come to us, because we will get to know the students need help only when they will ask us, when they will come to us. So whenever we feel that any student needs any help, we do have a counselor. We recommend the students to the counselor, and they do help them in every possible way. So as a faculty, our teachers help them, and then if there is any particular need, we do have counselors, so we can have, the students can have online sessions with them. And we had a few cases in the past where there were certain students who needed some help, and they did go to that counselor, and the parents were involved, and so we have an arrangement for that as well.
So now I have a couple of questions related to life at SZABIST. So the first question is, do students have access to plagiarism checking facilities like Turnitin for their work?
Yes, we have the facility. We have 𝗪𝗲𝗓𝗂𝗓 who looks after all this setup, so students can directly email to him, and they can get the plagiarism check. So especially during the online classes, Most of the teachers are also encouraging students to submit their assignments and work on Turnitin so that the plagiarism could be checked, and the exams as well. So they can the teachers can also create accounts on Turnitin, and they can directly ask the students to submit their work on Turnitin. And apart from this, they can also send their work to 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗍 for checking it.
Okay. Another question is about the faculties of the CS department. So a student is asking that, are they well qualified, experienced, and good at teaching? So something about the faculty at SZABIST.
Yes, we have around 7 PhD faculty members in our computer science department, and 2 of them are professors and 2 are associate professors. Then we have 11 assistant professors, and most of them are also doing their PhD, and they are well qualified. Many of them have done their PhD from abroad, and they get different trainings, and they do attend workshops and other courses to enhance their skills. So there is a constant improvement, enhancement going on.
Okay. Basically, I have received a question about the medical background admission in field of CS. So yes, SZABIST does allow, as we discussed earlier, if you haven't done your inter with maths, SZABIST does allow you admission. But as Ms. Faria Jameel stated, that you might need to take an extra math course so that you can cope up with the studies at SZABIST. So medical background admission in the field of SZABIST is allowed. Okay,
and sometimes there are some students coming from medical background who are very good in mathematics as well. So in that case, they may not be needing to take that deficiency course. So that depends upon the student as well.
I think I've received a couple of questions about admissions, but not for the bachelors. So those students who are waiting for queries about masters and PhD, we will like to answer them at the end. So because this seminar is basically for bachelor students, so let me first answer all the queries related to bachelor students, and then if we have time, we will surely be providing answers to masters, MS program or PhD program students also. Okay, so let's continue for the bachelors. So another student asking, is there any arrangement for admissions and classes online for international candidates? That means that a student is outside Pakistan and he wants to take admission classes online. So is there any solution?
We have a campus at Dubai as well. So there are many students who attend classes at Dubai campus. And apart from that, we have currently during the lockdown and during the pandemic, many students are attending classes online. But then if the exams are being held on campus, then they will have to come on campus for the exams. But if there is no lockdown, otherwise before the lockdown, all the classes were being held on campus. But during the lockdown, all the students who are anywhere in the world are attending classes online.
Okay. Now there is a question about the eligibility requirements for SZABIST for BSCS program. So students also ask about it. So let me ask in detail the eligibility criteria. So first question is, what is the criteria of admission?
Eligibility criteria for BSCS is 50% marks in intermediate or 3 courses done in A levels. So that is the basic criteria.
And what are the grades in A levels?
In A levels, I think it's, I'm not sure about it, but it's, I think, 2 Ds and 1 E, maybe, the minimum criteria.
Okay. The second question that we have already answered is that, can students from backgrounds like pre-medical, okay, but here the student is also asking if there is a student with a commerce background, can he also apply for the CS program?
Yes, they can also apply for it. But
Okay,
again, they
from,
will be evaluated for their mathematical skills. And
okay. That means that students from pre-medical or commerce background can both apply for the computer science program. Now, most common question is that how should a student go about the admission procedure? Since because of the pandemic, there is no face-to-face interaction basically at the admissions department. So how can he go about the admission procedure?
our website is very much updated about it. And I would advise all the students to check our website, that is 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.edu.pk. And it's all updated about the admission process, and it is online as well. And the students can go to the campus. So our offices, admission office is open. It's working on campus. So if any student want to go to the admission department and want any detailed information, they can go there. And all the information is available on the website as well.
Okay. Next question.
There will be a test and there will be an interview.
Okay. The next question was similar. That will we have admission test and interview this year also due to the pandemic? So
yes, we are planning to hold an interview and a test as well this year. So all the procedure will be announced later so the deadline is 10th June. So all the students who are interested should apply by 10th June. And then they will be informed about all the details when the test and interview will be held.
Okay.
Everything is online, so there's no issue if there's a lockdown or if they are not in Karachi. That should not be an issue.
The students are asking, okay, what should the student do if he doesn't have complete documents like A levels or intermediate mark sheet or result is pending, since the exams haven't been held as yet? So what about those students?
So even last year we had this policy that we had given a conditional admission to those students who were preparing for giving the exams in October-November session. So they were given conditional admission in the first semester, and then after the first semester, they were required to submit their results. So they may be given admission this year as well. And then after the first semester, they must submit the results to the admission department.
Okay. Last thing is that what about transfer students? For example, if a student wants to transfer from another university, can they apply, and what is the criteria for them?
Yes, the students who want to get transferred from other universities, they have to appear in the admission test and the whole procedure of admission. And then their courses will be evaluated. The courses which have the similar outline that we are following here in SZABIST, they may be transferred provided they have secured a minimum B grade in that. So that is around 80% marks in that. So those courses may be transferred to the BSCS degree course here.
Okay, I think there's a question about the office timings and days for visiting admission department. So normally the admission office is, I think, open from Monday to Saturday, or I think 5 days a week, Monday to Friday at least, from 9 to 5 p.m.
I think nowadays it's open from 9 to 7 p.m.
9 to 7.
And it's open 6 days a week.
And 6 days a week.
Yes.
I think that answers your question. Okay, I think we have covered the eligibility criteria. Now, I think we should focus on the fees structure and scholarship, etc., provided by SZABIST. So, the first question: what is the semester fee for the program? It is okay. First, answer this basic question: that what is the semester fee for the program?
Semester fee is based on course. It is course based. So the number of courses initially, it's obviously they have to pay the admission fee, and then there is a course-based fee. So the number of courses the student will be registering in, they will have to pay accordingly. For the first semester, they have to pay the complete fee, and then in the next semesters, they have to pay accordingly. The number of courses they will be registering in, they will have to pay accordingly.
Okay. And is it refundable? The next question is this: that if somebody pays the admission fee and the semester fee, and then he changes his mind, so is it refundable?
See, in all the schools and universities, there is a fixed amount which is refundable and there is an amount which is not non-refundable. So the amount which is refundable will be refunded, and otherwise, so that is everywhere in all the universities. I think the policy is same. So the amount, it is always mentioned in the fee structure, the amount which is refundable.
Okay. So, what provisions does SZABIST have for students who are facing financial difficulties?
The students are given option of paying the fee in installments. And then we have some scholarships and aids as well. So there we have many internal scholarships, we have many external scholarships, and then students can also pay the fee in installments. So we have many options for students depending upon their need.
Okay. The question is, how does one know about the scholarship? So, for example, if I want to apply for a scholarship, how will I know about it?
We have a separate department handling all the scholarships. That's called 𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗏 department, 𝗪𝗪𝗓 department. And they help the students and they give financial assistance to the students. And they keep announcing about the scholarships on the website. And if they are on campus, everything is available on the notice boards. So there's proper announcement about each scholarship and they get to know about it. It's announced on the groups and everywhere. So the deadlines and everything is mentioned there.
Okay. Is there any merit scholarship that SZABIST offers?
Yes, in each class, in each section, the top scorer gets the merit scholarship. So all the sections of each semester will get the top scorer will get the merit scholarship.
Okay. And what is the criteria for getting that merit scholarship?
I think that it's their CGPA should be above 3.5, and then the student who has the highest CGPA, they will get this merit scholarship. And that is then automatically that merit list is made by our academics department. They check the CGPA of all the students and they decide it on the basis of the merit of each class.
I think that covers the fee structure and scholarships. Let's now move on to discuss the campus life at SZABIST, the events, the workshops that's held at SZABIST, and the career perspective. So, can you please tell us something about the student life at SZABIST, the societies we have, and in general, and specifically for computer science as well?
In general, we have a specific SZABIST Students Council who looks after all the different societies of SZABIST. Different departments have different societies, and in computer science, we have IEEE and ACM, and we have our SZABIST student chapter for these societies, which is actually connected to the actual ACM and IEEE societies, the main organizations. And we do arrange different guest speaker sessions, seminars, workshops, which are arranged to help the students, to guide the students. And there are different sessions for their, we do have career fairs where different companies come to evaluate them. The major event of computer science department is the 𝗪𝗍𝗍𝗍 Fest, where different companies are invited. The people from the market, the main computer science market, they do visit SZABIST, and our final year projects are showcased there. And we have different coding competitions, different gaming competitions. So it's a huge event, that the biggest event that computer science and mechatronics department arrange every year. for the students. And even the universities, other universities also participate in that.
Okay. Do we have any kind of workshops or conferences happening at SZABIST?
Yes, we do have many workshops. There are some workshops arranged by these societies, the ACM and IEEE societies. They also arrange some workshops. And then many teachers, there are some course-based workshops and guest speaker sessions. So there are multiple things, multiple events happening at the same time. The whole year, there are multiple events going on.
Okay. So how do SZABIST promotes the culture of extracurricular activities in students of bachelors? Since most fresh students believe that they should be more academically inclined, or that they should have more focus on their career growth.
See, usually the students coming for computer science especially, they feel that they should not participate in any extracurricular activities because they feel that it's a waste of time. But we do encourage them because nowadays, even if you go for your master's degree or you go to your professional life, everyone looks at your CV and they look for some extracurricular activities because they are a part of your personality. So only academic activities or good grades will not give you that advantage. So the companies and the universities nowadays are looking for your good performance in everything, in co-curricular, in extracurricular, and academia. All the things should be done together to make a good portfolio of yourself.
Okay. Since we are running out of time, let's move to the alumni part. That how are the alumni of computer science department performing in the job market? What opportunities do they have, and how well they are demanded? So we will try to answer some questions about that. So the first question is, what is the career perspective of a CS student, and how should a prospective student see himself, herself after 4 years of education?
Okay, so basically in computer science, computer science is about critical thinking. It's about logic building. So the first 2 years, we focus on the logic building and critical thinking concepts. So after 4 years, it depends upon each student as well. So our students, especially in the past 4 5 years, many of them have initiated their own businesses, their own software houses, and they have joined big companies, banks, software houses. So they are everywhere nowadays. So the students who are coming for the course doing BSCS here should see themselves as joining the big companies like IBM or any other big software house or any IT department of any good bank, or even starting their own businesses.
Okay, so the next logical question is that does SZABIST help in job placement or for internships, and what kind of help do we provide?
Yes, we have our EDC department, Executive Development.
I think we have lost connection with our guest, so we will wait a few moments for her to rejoin. During that time, I would like to recap that the computer science program is a 130 credit hours, 40 courses program, graduate degree. So SZABIST offers BSCS. We discussed the eligibility criteria. So we discussed that if you are coming from pre-medical or commerce background, you are also eligible to apply. Okay, so the BSCS is a 4-year program. The fees structure and it's all mentioned on the website. So please visit the website, read the read the documents available there. Okay, so the fees is all mentioned there, and the fees is basically course credit hour based. So how much credit hour you took in a semester, you have to pay accordingly. And the part of the fees is always refundable, but not the whole fees. So that was one of the major concerns. Now about campus life, we discussed that SZABIST has a vibrant student campus life, which consists of different societies, specifically the SZABIST Student Council, and I think more than 16 or 17 societies are present at SZABIST. For computer science students, specifically there is the ACM and IEEE Society, through which different webinars, events are held. Specifically, I would like to mention the 𝗪𝗘𝗍𝒐, which is the 𝗪𝗘𝗍𝒐 program, which is a premier program and a major event for SZABIST. So Mrs. Faria Jameel is back with us. So let's continue with the questions. So the last question that we were talking about was, how does SZABIST help in job placement and internships? And I think we covered that. So let's move on to the next question, that which companies our alumni are working in. So can you name companies?
Yeah, I mentioned, I think I mentioned in the previous question as well, that our students are working in IBM, and they are working in many IT departments of many banks, and they are working in the Affinity, and I don't remember the other software houses right now, but they are working in the top software houses. Some of them even in the batch that graduated last year, many of them have started their own business. They have initiated starting their own software house. Some of them are working with the media networks as well. So they are everywhere.
Okay. I would like to add to this that most of the students, while they are studying at SZABIST, they start working part-time, in the sense that they either join a company or start to do freelance work.
Right.
Okay? And
so many students, even after completing their 3rd year, many students get a job even after completing their 3rd year.
And many of the students also travel abroad for higher studies and or work. So most of our alumni are working in good positions at Pakistan or abroad.
Right.
I think that covers the alumni part. Since we are running out of time, I would like to answer a few queries that we have received. Okay, so first is a let me show you the question. The first question that I've received: what is the process of joining the security research facility? So how do I get in touch with the relevant person? Okay, Mahat, first you need to be a student of SZABIST. If you are a student of SZABIST, please contact the relevant faculty members. Okay, I'm not going to name the faculty members here, but you can contact the relevant faculty members who have taught you the courses related to security, and then you can continue. Okay, another question is about admission, but that's about the PhD process. So I think we don't have time to cover the PhD admission or PhD admission questions. Okay, then these are questions about masters. So I think we will defer these questions to next seminar. Please remember, we have a series of webinars coming up for the whole week. Okay, so today we are specifically focusing on the BS part. From tomorrow onwards, you will get seminars related to different technologies also, and you can ask these questions there also. For example, for masters, for about data science, I have a couple of questions related to data science also. So you can ask these questions tomorrow in the seminars. Okay. Okay.
I would also like to add that this whole week is for computer science. So the students who are interested in joining computer science at SZABIST, please tune in to our SZABIST YouTube channel for every day, the same time at to attend all the details, to know all the details about computer science.
I think we have run out of time. We are clocking over 40 minutes. We have to conclude in under 40 minutes. But I think we have answered most of the questions that the prospective student might have had. This webinar will be available on our page for anyone who joined us late or wasn't able to join. They can watch it later on our page. If you have any more questions, please put them in the comments. We will try to answer them and try to help you out. Madam, any last message from your side?
I would just like to invite all the students who are interested in joining the BSCS at SZABIST. Please feel free to contact us, and you just need to have passion to do something. If you have any interest in logic building, if you have any interest in critical thinking, you must join computer science. And if you feel that you have any deficiency, we are here to help you. Do come and talk to us. We all are here to help you out, and we will guide you towards the whole admission process, and we would be delighted to welcome you all in the next semester.
Okay. I think I would like to conclude this seminar now. So take care of yourself, and all the best to the prospective students of SZABIST. You have a bright future lying ahead of you. So thank you very much, Madam Faria Jameel, and that's it from our side.
Thank you.